I think Bwalk forgot.
Hey. Here we go.
Nightlife.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna just keep it at that.
Yeah, that shit was kind of rusty.
I ain't gonna lie. It's
ain't
been
gonna
a
lie.
few weeks. It's been a few weeks.
Welcome back to the show. This is Nightlife Tapes. Super, super excited to be here. This is my dog Bwalk.
What up, though?
I'm CHOFF. And it's been a minute since we've got to sit down, so I think we're just going to recap some gigs and just kind of shoot the shit for a little bit, have some fun.
It's been, what, 3-4 weeks?
3 or 4 weeks. Yeah, you bailed on me. I bailed on you.
I was like, you bailed on me like twice.
I was gone for 1 week, and then I bailed on you, and then it was Memorial Day, and I don't do anything on that Memorial Day except go to movement.
Nah, you straight. I think I was sleeping that day.
Yeah, so we got our fair share of excuses over here. Don't get it twisted.
Oh no, facts. But, we got lives.
But thanks for being here on the show. Feel free to look back at some past episodes. We've told some crazy stories and shared a bunch of knowledge, dropped a little bit of game. We'll probably do a little bit of that today too. Maybe we have a surprise at the end. Maybe not. You'll just have to stick around to find out. That's it.
I don't know. Shit, it's going to be a surprise to me too. I'm letting y'all know right now.
I can't lie though. So what? Today's Monday. Is today Monday?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Dude, my day's been off since Memorial Day. I don't know what's going on.
Long story short though, I'm still like riding a high from this weekend because I had the best Saturday night ever. Like,
we both had great Saturday nights.
and I love that because nothing was different. We were like at our normal spots.
And I think we were texting after the gigs.
Yeah.
About like how solid the night was.
I know. I think I hit you up at like a 3 a.m. or whatever. I was like, "You up?" And you were like, "Nah." Fuck off.
I wasn't. I was drunk and I was heating up some pizza and I was trying to take a shower.
No, but it was crazy though, and it was like a cool moment where sometimes when you're playing like an open format club, you're playing it safe sometimes, right? Like there's moments where you're taking risks, but a lot of the nature of like open format DJing is playing the songs that work and playing them in a way that isn't going to challenge the crowd per se. Mm-hmm. And one of my favorite things about this weekend was I could tell from like early on in the night that like none of that thinking mattered whatsoever. Like I had them in the palm of my hand from the time I started until the lights went on at 2 a.m. I was up, I was down, I was here, I was there, I was playing like unfamiliar stuff. I was like sneaking in familiar stuff. I can't even express just how like down for the ride the crowd was. Is that how you felt?
Oh yes. It's just and honestly, I noticed it when I walked in on the first floor, on the main floor, because the vibes are already high. People were dancing already. People were jumping around a little bit. And then as soon as people came in, they started dancing immediately. Like, I love that. When you start the club and people just kind of wander in, they go to the bar, they chill. When they come in and start dancing immediately, and dog, it's the vibes they're there. So that's kind of how it was for me. And then once you start dropping hits, it's like, oh, okay, it's going to be like this tonight. Is this how y'all want it? Say less. I got y'all.
And I'm wondering if it's just because like it was the last weekend of May. It's warm out now. Summer's kind of officially feeling like it's here. I wonder if that was
I have no idea what was in the air because it was like, I know we were packed. I got texts all night of people in line. Line was longer than usual. Like, I don't know why everyone was out. And I think, because I don't know, Friday was actually packed too. So I don't know. We were coming off a holiday weekend, so like, and everybody was out the weekend before. Movement, I feel like was crazier this year than I've seen it in past years, because like the amount of people that were there is just, so I don't know what happened this past weekend, but like it got a little crazy.
It got a lot crazy.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
For real. But it was fun though. It was a blast. It was one of those nights where truly I'm like, this is why I do this shit.
Yes.
This is why I fucking love this shit.
Yes,
so.
I 100% feel you. It was one of those sets that did not feel like work. I got off and I felt like I was just partying with my friends.
Oh yeah, 100%. It was just fun.
Yeah.
It was just fun. Yeah. So like, and also like, it's been a while since, those nights where after you're done, people come up, a group of people, plenty of people come up to you. Oh man, you killed it tonight. Good set, blah, 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 blah. And I had that night, like several people, dude, you were killing it. Like dope ass shit. Like you were ripping it. So like having that at the end of the night, and granted, I don't need that, but it's nice to have.
It's nice to have.
You feel me? You feel appreciated.
Especially, so I got like the little QR code on my laptop. It's nice, like when people come up and like tap it at the end of the night.
Yep.
Because I'm just like, you never know. That could be a new friend. That could be someone that gets you booked for a sick gig down the line. That could, whatever. It's I don't know. It's humbling to know that whatever you did in that moment led them to want more.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. You're doing your job truly. But also, getting acknowledgement from management and ownership too is huge. Because it's like, damn, I appreciate that you appreciate what I'm doing for you. So I had an owner come up and was like, dude, you got this crowd going. I'm like, thanks, man. I hope so. You pay me.
My response to that is always like, I've got one job. I got to make this place sound good.
Amen.
And
Amen.
if I can't do my one job good, I probably don't deserve to be here.
You need to get rid of me.
So as flattering as those moments are, and I'm always grateful for the praise, at the same time, I don't let it get to my head because, it's expected. And it's like, if you let those moments get to your head and you start thinking you're the best, like a lot of fucking DJs do, that is a one-way ticket to the grave because, every DJ has an ego in some capacity. I mean, I got an ego. You got an ego. We all got egos.
Who said I got an ego? I've got an ego. If you know me, I've got an
ego. But that type of praise, I think, is what gets a lot of people in their head thinking like, oh, well, I am the best. Like owner said, I am the best. And it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like one of those basic psychology things of just like maintaining a baseline, right? Like if you're having a shitty night, cheer up. It's going to be good. If you're having a great night, enjoy it, but also recognize that like that's part of your job. You're still going to have bad nights.
Absolutely.
It's all like, it's all this yin and yang and this push and pull in this world that we live in.
The bad nights really, they can be humbling, very humbling, but, it makes you appreciate those good nights so much more.
So much more.
So much more. Because I feel like, especially coming out of like winter, you have a lot of those, between New Year and like summer, you have a lot of those bad nights. Like clubs just happen to be slower, so it can be humbling, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But when you get those good nights, boy, you can't tell me nothing. Can't tell me nothing. Tell me you didn't go home feeling like a king. Like
I did. I felt great, and I woke up feeling like a king.
I was about to say,
I still feel good from it.
Honestly, I was in such a good mood when I woke up Sunday. I was in such a good mood.
Yeah.
Like I was tired, but like I was in a good mood.
Still like I'm saying, like to this moment right now, like I'm excited to go DJ this weekend because I'm riding off the energy from.
Oh, dude, I want more. I want more. It's a high. Like literally, is this what addicts feel like? No offense to any addict. Is this like it's just chasing 100%?
It is.
Like I want more, and it's even better because Sunday I got people hitting me up, dude. We're coming right back next weekend. Like we're excited. We're excited for next Saturday. Blah blah blah. And I'm like,
yeah,
dope. Bring it back. Let's run it back.
Well, it was super exciting for me too, because I had something wild happen somewhat recently at a gig, and I'll tell you a little bit about it. And I want to see what you would do in this situation because I like really had to like breathe deeply to keep my cool.
And for you to have to breathe deeply, like I snap, I crash out, I support crashing out. For you to have to breathe deeply, I know I would have murdered somebody.
Yeah.
So, but go ahead, hit me with it.
Dude, so I get to this club. It's a super nice spot. I'm super excited to be DJing there because I really do think this was just like it was my first time there. I think this was just kind of like a first time issue. Like I think I'll move forward from this moving on. So I get there. I'm like 45 minutes early for my set. I like to, when it's a new spot, I like to get real early and just figure everything out.
Familiarize.
So I get there and I get to the spot and I'm like, hey, I'm the DJ tonight. They're like, okay, booth's over there, pointing me in the direction. And I'm like, okay. And like, I'm supposed to be playing on the club's gear that they have because they have in-house gear. Club's gear is like not put together, not ready to be played on, like a mess, truthfully. And I'm like, okay, like I can do this. So I'm like, I tuck my little tail and I humble myself. And so I'm like trying to put their gear together in this extra time I have. And I get like most of the way there, but I'm missing a couple chords. I go to staff. I'm like, hey, like, we need these 2 chords and I'm not seeing them. And they're like, oh, they're over there. Like, well, I looked through everything and they're not. So is there somewhere else they could be? No, they're there. They're not there. Like I ripped this booth apart. Like, and it's an RCA cable, which, and for CDJs, for those that don't know, you need 2 of them to use sticks. If you're going to use a laptop, you don't need them, but I was planning on using sticks. So I need 2 RCAs and there's only one.
Sticks are USBs.
Yes. Sticks are USBs.
For those that may not know.
Yeah. It's laptop free DJing, which is awesome.
Great A.
Got Bwalk on it this year.
Dude, it's life-changing. I was nervous, but it's life-changing. Continue, I'm sorry.
So, no, you're good. So, thankfully, I wanted to be really prepared for this gig, so I did bring my laptop, even though I was planning on using sticks, which I rarely do. So, thankfully, I was like, okay, you guys don't have an extra RCA? No big deal. I'll just throw my laptop in. My set time starts. I go to play. No sound. Hey, there's no sound. Someone want to help me here? No one knows what to do. Everything's plugged in. Everything's turned on. I'm sending audio to the sound system, and they gave me an iPad, which I had the source switched over on. What do you do in this situation? Nothing is playing.
I'm honestly... hold on. First, are you done? Are you like? Is that? Are you asking me what I do right here?
This is the problem that I face.
Because I'm not gonna lie, there's a solid chance I might fucking leave because you guys don't. No one seems to give a shit around here, and if you don't care, why in the hell do I care? Granted, very unprofessional, and I'm probably not actually leaving. But I'm probably gonna start snapping because somebody needs to figure this the hell out. I don't understand why I give a shit about this more than you guys. Get a manager, whoever hired me, somebody figure out where these cords are, why I'm not getting sound. Who just throws a brand new DJ an iPad and says, figure it out? The cords are over there. Like, very unwelcoming. This is not a place I'd go back to. Unprofessional.
And see, the main reason I bring this up is not to bash the place, because I think it was more circumstance than anything. And you know, I was very grateful to be there. I obviously wanted to do a great job for him. And I'm kind of more just wondering, like, as another DJ, like, in this moment, I felt full responsibility. Even though I did everything that I could do, I should have been playing, and I ended up starting 10, 15 minutes late because they couldn't figure out what was going on. And in my head this whole time, I'm like, this is my fault. Like, I'm the DJ. I should know how to fix this.
Hell no.
I understand that, like, that's how you feel, but, like, in that moment, like, I felt responsible because, like, you know, if I'm an outsider, if I'm just Joe Schmo manager of this place that knows nothing about DJing and the DJ can't get the gear working, that's the DJ's fault, right? I hired the DJ. They should be able to figure out how to work a system, right?
No. Especially, and my reasoning is this. It's your fault if you bring your gear and you don't know what's going on. You can't get stuff started. Now, if sound isn't coming out, then that's different. You provided the gear. You provided the system, everything. I expect whoever hired me or whoever's in charge to know this shit.
Yeah.
Simple as that. I'm playing on house gear. This ain't mine. If you wanted reliability, I'm bringing my gear. That's why I don't like playing on house gear. I hate that. I want to bring my stuff. I know my stuff will work. My stuff is good to go. And if it's not working, then you can put that on me. Okay,
take it a step further then. Because in the situation that I was in, once we got a solution, it wouldn't have mattered if it was your gear, because it was basically the XLRs that were plugged into that mixer needed to have some mystery adapter to plug into another thing, but that was in the back of house. That wasn't even where I was at. So at that point, that's not on you. It's not on the DJ. It's not on the DJ, and it wasn't on me. That is on whoever hired you in management that night. Because you guys should know that. You probably have a DJ every weekend, I would assume, at least 2 to 3 times a weekend. So why the fuck is somebody in there and nobody know it? Yeah, and that's how they ended up finding the solution. Was the manager called another DJ that plays there regularly, and I literally handed the phone to me, and I figured it out with them, which is cool. We got it working. The night was chill. It was all good, but it was just a very strange situation to be in for me because like, you know, it's a nice spot. Here I am supposed to be like this like top tier local DJ that's like coming to grace this place. And I'm supposed to start it 10 minutes ago. And I'm like scratching my head. I don't know why this isn't working. So I don't know. It's just a really weird situation I found myself in. Kind of threw me off my whole vibe for the night. I'm not going to lie.
But you're a DJ, you're not a sound engineer. You're not a professional connoisseur of DJ equipment. I don't care how long you've been DJing it. Look, I can mix. I can keep a crowd going. Like that's what you hired me for. I'm not the sound engineer. You should have had this ready to go as far as I'm concerned. It's your equipment, your house. I expect if I'm going to plug and play to be able to plug in and play. That's my expectations, but I have significantly higher expectations for a lot of things than I probably should. So
yeah. I think it was more just like a situation where I was really excited to do my best. Like I really pride myself on doing a great job everywhere I go. And I felt like I kind of wasn't able to. Like I got in a flow. I was able to shake it off, you know. But
I was going to ask if the rest of the night went well.
It was fine. I mean, was it as great as it would have been if I would have hit the ground running at 10 o'clock or whatever and been able to just rip with no issues? Probably not.
Were there people coming in right at 10 o'clock?
Yeah, it was like a trickle in. It wasn't like a rush right away, but yeah, there were people there that were like, "Why is there no music?" For sure.
And to be honest, why are you guys opening doors at 10 o'clock if sound isn't even ready to go?
The right hand just wasn't talking to the left.
See, like that's an in-house problem, and that's you guys got to. You're a club. You do this every weekend. The right hand better be talking to the left, and if not, like that's your guys' problem. You got to figure out. So. That's just
it was weird. I mean, I was like I said, able to pull the nose up. I had an all right night, and it was I was still able to do a good job. But it was such a strange situation because it was like I did everything right, and like I kind of went above and beyond. Like I shouldn't, in my opinion, if it's a place with house gear, I shouldn't even have to set up the gear. Like
no, you shouldn't.
I don't want to say almost every other spot that I've ever played at.
You've never had to set up, have you?
If they have house gear, no.
Exactly. Everything should have been. The only thing you should have had to do was turn everything on and plug in.
Yeah.
Now maybe the sound needed to be connected for some reason. I don't, who knows? Maybe they had another event going on. Who knows? I have no idea. But no, if it's house gear, everything should have been ready to go. You should have been able to plug and play. That's how it is.
Yeah, I had to get that off my chest a little bit because it was something that I was like, am I in the wrong here? No, should I have done more? Should I have chased someone down? I mean, I did that, but right. What else could I have done? I guess in that moment, and just as someone who likes to make sure everything's perfect when I'm DJing, that shit kind of fucked me up.
Are you a perfectionist normally?
I don't know. I think I'd have to phone a friend on that one.
I'd be interested to see.
I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist. I will say I like things done a certain way.
I want to know what your parents have to say about it.
What my parents have to say? Yeah. I don't know. We could call my mom. Maybe we'll call her in the next episode.
We've talked to my mom. I want to talk to your mom now.
Yeah, we could call her on a show, but maybe not this one.
No, I'm cool with that.
But I will say yes, I like things done a certain way. My neighbor, bless her heart, she's wants me to have her son mow our lawn while our lawn guy is down. He had surgery. And I'm not too comfortable with that because I like my lawn mowed
a specific way. Yeah. I don't blame you.
I wanna give the little guy money. I'd love to, but what if he does a shitty job and then I'm gonna be pissed? Can
you show him the way you prefer your lawn done?
No, because then I'll just do it myself.
And I'm not I'm not saying you gotta walk him step by step. You can give him a rundown. All right, I kind of like it done this way. I like the stripes this way and everything. And
no, because if I have to tell you how to do it, I'll just do it myself.
Perfectionist. It's all good though. There's nothing wrong with it at all. I respect it. I like things a very specific way too. So I understand, especially when it comes to DJing. A lot of other things. I like it done this way. So
yeah,
I don't blame you at all.
Cool.
Now can I bring up I don't even, it's not a predicament. I just want to discuss an experience that recently happened.
Yeah.
You know about it. You've been through it. Big bounce house. Big bounce house. For those of you that saw my story over Memorial weekend. Was it Memorial? Yeah, Memorial. I was getting Labor Day and Memorial mixed up. I apologize to the veterans. But I was playing Big Bounce House of America. Shout out to NRG for hooking me up with the gig. Nico, you a real one.
The best.
Nicest dude. He hit me up at like 6 a.m. during the week. He was like, yo, you want to play this gig? Crazy, because typically, if you know me, I would never, ever, ever, ever play any type of kids event, family event. I'm done with it. I don't do weddings anymore. I don't do many private events. I do strictly clubs. I want to go in there. I want to plug and I want to play. I want to play what I want, etc. So this was a wake-up call. I think I called you before it and trying to figure out what to expect, because you have a lot of experience with the company and with that specific event.
Yeah, I toured around the U.S. doing that bounce house gig for like 2 or 3 years, and I've been to Canada with them. I've been to Australia with them. So yeah, I've got a little bit of experience.
A little bit, okay. A little subtle flex. I'm in Australia with them. I was in Fraser. But
if it helps, Detroit's a lit city for the bounce.
Dude, it was packed. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, that was one of the more fun gigs I have experienced. Seeing and so how it works for those of you that don't know is a world's largest bounce house. It's a castle, and you have DJs that are set up in the middle of it, and it's me and 2 other DJs, and we played all day. And you get 45-minute sessions of people coming in this bounce house, and you go different age groups throughout the day. So toddlers in the morning, slightly bigger kids in the afternoon, and then a couple of the days they have adult sessions. And honestly, the toddlers were a blast. Like, they were nuts.
Really?
Yes, the toddlers and the big kids were a blast. Those were
big kids go hard.
The adult session honestly was like, okay, it was kind of boring, but like you could tell everybody was out of breath after like 15 minutes. They were all tired.
We can get into it more, but I don't let that shit fly. If you're tired, I call out the sit police. I go out and bounce with them, and I'm like, whoop whoop, sit police, get up, whoop whoop, get up, whoop whoop.
Honestly, I'm gonna do that next time. Because I heard I just didn't get the best adult session the day that I did it. Because I heard your adult session you did the day before was actually kind of crazy.
It was lit.
I heard it was insane. I heard it's basically a club in a bounce house. So but yeah, the toddlers, like, honestly, it's just seeing the smile on these kids' faces when they come in, and the smile on the parents, but also the concerned look on the parents, is absolutely fantastic. Blowing confetti when they're all jumping and losing their minds, beach balls flying and everything like that. I definitely had several kids look at me dead in my eye and just throw a beach ball right at me. Like, it was serious. Like, it was honestly a blast. It was a long day, very long days, but like, it was fun. It was unbelievably fun. And just singing with the kids, like, why was I singing Old Town Road as a grown man with a bunch of little kids? I don't know, but I was having a blast doing it.
You know what I was singing for like a week after that?
Oh my God. Oh, dog, they love that song. They love that song. Honestly, the one that was stuck in my head was the freeze game.
Oh my God, the best.
Twirling, twirling. Oh man.
But the best thing about that totally just like tells the times is, like, there's always a huge song. Like, I remember what was that movie? Frozen, when that was big.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
Frozen was like the song, and they had snow machines, and you play Frozen, and then you hit the snow machine. It was like magical. Yeah. And then after that was like, we don't talk about Bruno, no.
I don't know that one.
It's like a Disney song. And you would play that song, and you would think, like, kids would scream that shit at the top of their lungs. And now it's the Abba Dabba.
That one, honestly, bro, nah. Look, they was going crazy to TV off too, bro. That mustard line, they lost it.
Yeah, they like it.
Lost it. What's the opposite of ketchup? Mustard. They're going nuts.
And you were with Daddy Tez too, who just champions the bounce house.
Dude, he probably the best MC I've ever seen for a bounce house. And I haven't seen many, but like, dude, Tez was going crazy. And the parents watching them come up, they were dapping them up after. They were, oh my God, you killed it. Oh my God, you're such a great DJ, dude.
Oh yeah.
Unbelievable. Shout out Taz, dude. Unreal.
So you had fun though? It was a good.
Oh, dude,
good
it was
day?
fun. Besides walking through the bounce house, like I didn't realize I was like, maybe I got a little lane to walk through. Actually, walking through the bounce house, I was like, bro, what is my ass doing?
Oh my God. I like it. I'll bounce around with the kids and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, dude, I'll kill one of them. God forbid I land wrong. They're done for. No, other than that, it was a blast, dude. It was good times, good vibes. Everybody was happy. It's kind of like slightly anxious a couple times, and like parents can't find their kids, and I'm like,
see, that's the thing. Like, I don't have any sympathy for you if you lost your kid on the bounce house. First of all, they're here. They're not going to leave. It's a giant bounce house. But, like, I can't tell you how many parents have come up to me, like, when I'm doing that and ask any DJ that's done that for a couple weeks.
Can you make an announcement for Lizzie?
Oh, my. Not only that, but, like, dude, sometimes they'll be freaking out.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
My kid's missing. Stop the music. Stop the music.
Yes.
And I'm like, no. Like, your kid's here. It's a giant bounce house. Just go look. Like,
right.
And it's like, and we're not going to be, here's the thing. If we announce, where's Lizzie? Where's Michael? Like, people are going to start... Yeah, first of all, they're not going to show up. Second of all, people are going to start freaking out and thinking that kids are actually disappearing when really they're just on the slide or in the ball pit or whatever. Like,
we had a lady try to stop us from starting another session because she couldn't find her kid.
That is so funny. I remember one time when I was doing that gig, one of the, like, they hired day staff in every city, right? Like the people that watch the ins and outs.
Yeah.
I had one of the day staffers on the first day scream in my face that I needed to stop DJing because someone lost their kid. And I reported him to management and got him relocated because I was just like, fuck you. Like, we have a thing going on here.
Got time for this,
the
bro.
kids are lost having fun. They're not like, no one's taking children at the bounce house. First of all, you can't go very far.
Little Emily will turn up. She'll be all right.
They always do. Like they've been doing that. I forget when they started it, but like, I don't think they've had one actual missing person. I was saying because I think it would be shut down if they did.
100%. 100%. And you ain't just got creeps walking through there.
Yeah.
Like, there's security.
Yeah.
Like, you have to have like wristbands come in and stuff like that. Like people ain't just picking kids up and dipping out with them.
I don't know. And same with injuries. That's another thing people like.
Oh,
think
dude,
about.
the injuries were crazy.
Like, you'll get some injuries, but nothing like. I don't
serious.
Yeah, like nothing really serious. I remember like one time someone like had a neck injury or something, and I remember the owners were like down bad about it. Like nothing like it's like pretty freaking safe.
It's a bounce house.
It's so funny that as a DJ we have to talk about these things.
Oh, dude, especially because like they're at the front of like our stage, and like they all wanted the sunglasses we're handing out, so they're like moshing each other and like stepping on each other, and it's like, dude, it's insane, and kids are crying because they can't get up and shit. It definitely got a little crazy, but hey, I had a good time. So
yeah.
So no, big bounce. You have my heart. You have a piece of my heart.
Same, Big Bounce. You also have my heart.
So I went,
I was gonna say I want to talk about something that might happen, but I don't want to talk about it till after it happens. But it involves that, and it involves someone who's very near and dear to our hearts. So we'll stay tuned. Maybe in the next episode we'll be able to talk about it.
You can tell me after we get done.
I'll tell you after we get done. But I'm glad you got to experience that because truly, there's no DJ gig like it.
No, not at all. Not at all. You told me that too.
Yeah,
you told me that too. You gave me advice, and you were like, "Yeah, this is just not something you've done before." I was like, "Damn, what did I get myself into?" But
it's special. It's fun. It's different. It kind of like I took a couple years off. I didn't go down that castle for I think 2 years, and then I did a couple sessions at Detroit when it was here in Fraser or whatever. And dude, I had a blast. It was so much fun.
No, it was a good time. I'd probably do it again.
Yeah.
I'd consider. I don't know. It was a long day.
It's always a long day.
It's a long day.
Especially if you do 3 days back to back to back.
No shot, dude. That second day I was dead. But honestly, I think playing, like, I did the Saturday, and then I went and played the club, and then came back Sunday morning. So, like...
Oh, at like 9 in the morning?
Yeah. So
yeah.
No. Yeah, be there at 8:30, starts at 9.
Yeah.
So, like, that kind of hurt.
Well, and that was the funny thing, too. Like, when I used to tour with those guys, it was like, we would all... Like, everyone was trying to party after, so we'd go out till 2 in the morning, you know, freaking drinking or whatever back then, and then go do that at 8 the next morning, and it was just, like, this camaraderie of just, like, down bad.
That's insane because like a lot of the people that were traveling for this one, like were talking about coming out and never made it out because they were too tired.
Oh yeah, that'll happen too.
So
we would always make it out.
Shout out Tez. Tez was supposed to come out Saturday night and he's like, "Oh, I fell asleep at 8." Soft.
I don't blame him.
Soft. I went home.
Tez was, bro. You know how much energy it takes to be Tez on that thing.
Actually, dude, he was dead by like midday Saturday. And so no, he was going through it. So, and I think he was out of Virginia Beach this weekend too. He's traveling with him. So
yeah, it's addicting. Once you like, especially, you know, for me, it was like, I always wanted to be a touring DJ, and sure, I didn't get to like do it in the way I pictured, but like, I pretty much played in every major U.S. city. I got to do that Australia tour that you keep mentioning, and but it was like, yeah, it was, I don't know, it was a really like novel way to like kind of check some things off my bucket list, if you will.
Dude, I gotta step my game up. You've been out in Australia. I've literally done Windsor, so I gotta step up. I
mean, if you want to talk about how to set up a tour really quick, we can talk about that, because like before I even got that gig, I like totally manifested it. Like I wrote on my whiteboard, like, I want to tour as a DJ. And so what I did one day, like middle of the day, I wrote down every city that I knew someone in, like LA, New York, Chicago. What I wrote down every city that I was like, where could I go and like have a place to stay? And then I kind of back engineered it from there and was like starting to reach out to people like, hey, can I like be a guest on one of your sets? Like reaching out to DJs and stuff. And then like, I'm not kidding you, like maybe a day or two later, this company contacted me and was like, hey, we have a couple opportunities for you. And I think at the time, like the first one I did was like Milwaukee, and then like Alberta, New York, or no, am I saying that right? Albany. That's what it is. Yeah.
I was like Albany.
Yeah, that was like one of my first tour dates.
Georgia.
Yeah, that was like one of my first tour dates. So it was like, and at the moment I was like, holy shit, this is exactly what I wrote on my board.
That's
like,
crazy, actually. That's pretty sick.
So yeah, and then it was off to the races from there.
You want to go on tour together?
I mean, we can.
Honestly, I don't even know how it would work. We play such different shit.
It would work. Being 30 though, I just like, dude, I only want to tour when it's worth it. It's funny because I, maybe like a year ago, I sat down and I was like, I could do another tour. And like, I kind of did that same thing again. Like, where do I, you know, I've got more connections now, more friends. Like, where could I squeeze in some dates? And then I started thinking about it. I was like, I really, like, as fun as it is, I would just rather get a bag right now because I'm an adult.
Yeah.
And it's like
responsibilities.
Yeah, and it's like, it's fun to live life on the road. And I'll always travel for a gig. Like, by all means, if you want to book me wherever, I'll go wherever.
Right.
But when it comes to like a tour situation like that, which a lot of tours are at first for DJs or for bands, it's a lot of like not necessarily making money, right? Like, okay, if you want to go to New York to play a $500 gig, sick. Your flight's $400 and your hotel's minimum $200. Cool. You're already $100 behind and you haven't even eaten yet. Which is fine if that's the life experience you're going for. Like, I didn't make shit on my first tour, but growing up a little now and having more to lose, I guess it's like now I'm just a little less flexible,
dude. Which makes sense. This is realistic. That's very realistic. Touring is not always glamorous.
Rarely is it glamorous. I got news for you. Unless you're like, even when you are making good money, I mean, going out on a 60 city tour as Teddy Swims or whatever, who was actually here the other week.
Yeah, I saw it. I was kind of jealous. I'm I was kind of hurt you didn't call me, but it's okay.
I didn't get any guest passes. Sorry.
I understand.
But going on a tour like that, like talk to any of those musicians. Talk to someone.
Oh, bro, they
like
want to
that.
be home.
No one. Yeah, like it's not necessarily fun. It's fun at first. Yeah, it's great. It's awesome, and then it gets really fucking tiring. And,
Right.
you know, you're playing your set till whatever, and you know, anyone who's booked airline tickets at somewhat regularly of a pace knows the early flight's always the cheapest. So 9 times out of 10, unless you want to spend a couple extra $100, you're out of there. It's 5, 6 in the morning, and that shit hurts.
Hey, hope you can sleep on the plane.
I can't. I really can't. I can produce on a plane though, which a lot of creators or just creatives in general tell me they can't work on planes. And
I hate flying. So,
what do you hate flying for?
it's just not, bro. Turbulence scares me. Taking off and landing scares me. It's a lot. Why are you rolling your eyes? Like that's an actual fear, dickhead. Like
because aviation is like wildly safe in our world.
Yeah, I believe it.
This guy's getting a call. Should we end it now?
Yeah, yeah. That's a call I shouldn't have declined. I apologize, Coach Marshall.
Coach Marshall,
the varsity coach at
I
Rice.
love it.
So, yeah, dude. It was great to recap. It's crazy we had that many weeks off. It's 3 or 4 weeks. So I'm glad we got back to it.
Yeah, can we not take this many weeks off again?
I think that is a good idea.
Cool.
I don't know what episode this is, but Nightlife tapes, dude. I'm Bwalk.
I'm Choff.
See y'all
you
soon.
soon. Doom, 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 doom,
Hey,
doom,
hey,
doom,
hey, hey, hey.
Nightlife tapes.